is disconnect your calipers and the brakes. What I did is I zip tied it here, right here, and then you're gonna want to get some tools. Make sure to get some jack stands. But what I did to remove the subframe was, like I said, remove the caliper, the brakes, remove the bolt that goes onto the lower rear control arm that goes onto the suspension. And then what you're gonna want to do is, underneath the vehicle there's two lines, one for the rear left and then the rear right, that goes to the e-brake. So make sure your e-brake is down, and those cables are underneath here. Luckily for my car, it wasn't as bad. I've seen other videos where the stuff is seized just because of so much grime and so much rust, but luckily for mine, I didn't have to remove my drive shaft. So that was a huge help right there, that I didn't have to remove that, because I've seen videos where you have to remove it and it's more work. But I was just able to do it with my hand, take it off the little hook, and yeah. So once you remove those lines, you're gonna want to remove your exhaust. Remove the exhaust. It has, I think, two or three hangers, so you're gonna need some WD-40. And then after you do that, after you remove the exhaust and the lines, those two lines that connect to the e-brake, you're gonna want to take off some brackets that sit on the left and the right. And I believe those were 12 millimeter socket. So you'll need a 12 millimeter socket. You'll need I think it was a 19 for these guys right here. And then yeah, you'll start removing those guys. Also make sure to remove this guy right here. I think it's the ab sensor. Make sure to remove that before even dropping anything. So remove this guy right here. I almost messed up and ruined this guy right here because I hadn't unclipped it. So make sure that you unclip this to your vehicle if you have this. And then yeah, after that there'll be some brackets here. So those are 12 millimeter. So you'll take those out, and then the brackets will come down. And then after that, you'll just start removing these guys right here will hold the subframe. And I believe that was a 19. And it has they are 4 in total. So after you remove those 4, make sure you have a jack stand to put it on there, and then just lower it. Make sure you have an extra hand. I had my brothers helping me, so that was a big help. So but if you're doing it alone, it's just gonna take more time. And yeah, you'll have to unhook these guys right here. They kind of remind me of the things on the handbrake on a bike. But yeah, you'll have to disconnect those, and then there'll be some little like clips throughout the car that hold the cable. So you'll just have to unhook those two. Those are pretty simple. I was able to do that, put my hand through there. So you'll remove that. Like I said, the exhaust, the covers, those plates right there. And then make sure this doesn't happen to you. You remember to disconnect this guy right here. Like I showed you guys earlier, I almost ruined that cable. But yeah, make sure to disconnect that. And then the last thing I did, I removed the subframe bushings, the bolts, and I lowered it and it came out. Only thing that was a pain was getting it all the way back here into the backyard. Now I'll be removing my subframe bushings that are right behind me. I'm gonna try to hammer them out. Hopefully I have no issues. They don't look bad. If not, I'm gonna have to go to the store, and I've seen other people do it with a blowtorch, so it heats up and the metal expands, so they get loose. But yeah, like I said, I'll be trying to hammering them out. If I have to, I'm gonna have to go to the store. Hopefully I don't. But yeah, let's get right to it. Looks like I'll be having to go to Home Depot. I had no success. So hopefully with the torch, I'm able to take it out faster, since the heat will make it expand. So yeah, I'll be going to Home Depot. Came back from Home Depot, got the blowtorch. Now with this, it should be ways of removing these bushings. I've now removed all 4 bushings, the subframe bushings. So next up, I'm going to try to take off the axles so we could drop that out, and then so I can take out the differential and then put the differential bushings on. To remove the bolts from the axle, so it's going to be a hex bolt remover. That's a size 8, and then it's a size 12 for the diff one. So this one right here, you'll need a 12 hex bolt remover, and then for the ones on the sides, it's a size 8. So yeah, let's get right to it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take off the axles. I need a breaker bar. I didn't want to go to the store and buy one, so I just removed the whole axles, control arms, left it on there. But now I could finally get to this, the differential bushings right here. So same thing, I'm gonna heat them up, torch them, and take them out. Let's go. So I remove everything off the subframe. I just have the subframe. I'm gonna have to clean it good, and then I'm gonna be painting it. So y'all stay tuned. And I was able to remove the 2 bushings from the differential. So those are all off now. I also noticed that, and I think this is a sway bar. But these things are shot, so I think that's why my car was driving super odd. So I already bought these. I'm just waiting for them. They should be here anytime soon. So the subframe bushings are in. My GoPro glitched out, so I wasn't able to record. But for the bigger bushing on the subframe, it's pretty much just one unit. I got these from Part Shop Max, and these just slid in there. Zip tied them so they stay in place. They won't fall out until I bolt it onto the subframe. But yeah, got those down. These are so easy to put on. I just put them in there with the mallet. So get yourself a mallet. And then these ones, you gotta flip it over, and there's 2 that go in here. So first you wanna flip it over, put in the flat side. Then once that one is in, you put on the other guy. But yeah, pretty much got all those in. Next up, the diff bushings, differential bushings. We already replaced one side of the knuckle bushing. As you can see, mine was already shot. It has so many movement, so that's when you know they're bad. You can't really tell from looking at them. So you kind of just have to shake them. And yeah, so these are shot. And my brother helped me replace the new one, so we already got it on one side. We didn't film that, but I'll film the other side. And so as you can see on this one, so make sure you have this setup right here. This came with the presser kit. Got my little tube right there, so the knuckle bushing will fall in there. I got this socket to push it out, so that's gonna push it out, fall in there, and then that just to hold it in place. And then you just unloosen it. Boom. Knuckle bushing is out. Look at this thing. Also, when you're installing these, on the frame itself, there's a side that's kind of like beveled out, and then there's one side that's flat. So on this side is flat. So this side right here, that's flat, and then this side kind of has a groove to it. So that's the side that we're going to be putting it onto. Same thing with the bushing. On the bushing itself, there's one side that's flat, and then the other side isn't. So this side is going to go in like that, and we're going to be pressing in this way. Make sure to do that. If you don't, you're installing them the wrong way and you'll have issues. So we got the other knuckle bushing all in there. I did use a 1 3/8 to get it more in, since with this cap that I got, a plumber's cap, 1.5 inches. It, as you can see, it hits the frame, so I had to push the bushing itself, so it goes in a little bit more, and it looks flush to me on both ends. As you can see, no more shaking, so we're good on that. I did realize that for my traction control arms, it shakes a lot, the bushing itself, so I think I'm gonna order those and replace them as well. But yeah, make sure to you have all the correct tools, you put it facing the right way, make sure you have a helper. I'll be replacing my rear sway bar end links. These are completely shot. Look at that. Both of them are completely shot. No wonder my car was driving like crap. But for this, you'll need 14mm socket. Boom, just like that. I might as well clean this. All clean. So that side is done. Moving on to this side right here. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. Look at that, from both sides. Yeah, no good. Go ahead and clean this side too. Thinking about painting my sway bar. We'll see. Then I'll just clean it and leave it like that. go. Yeah, that's way better. These are all bad. Look at that. I didn't have my GoPro, so I wasn't able to record when I put on the differential rear bushings and my knuckle bushings for the trailing arm, but got them on there. This I was able to record. Got these on here. So all this has been replaced. The only thing that I haven't replaced is the traction control arm bushing, but I'm still waiting on that to come in. But that's the last part. Everything else is new for the bushings. Now I just have to put all this back onto here, put it on the car. I mounted the upper control arm, rear lower control arm, the traction control arm, the tow arm. So all that's bolted on now on both ends. I'm gonna wait to install the sway bar until I get this thing into the car. But yeah, I found out why my camera, my GoPro kept glitching out. It's because of the heat. It wasn't the sun. But I wasn't able to record when I put the subframe back on. But I pretty much, I had several jacks. And I jacked it up from the diff. And what you want to do is install the front ones first on each side, and then you put on the bolts for the rear ones. And then after that, I connected my diff to the drive shaft. Ran the lines for the e-brake, these ones right here. And then I connected everything back on. Just finished running the wheels back on there, tying the lug nuts. Oh yeah, and we are on bags. Thinking about later maybe doing like a hardwood floor, but we'll see. Alright, gonna turn the car on, see how the exhaust sounds. Not too bad. Alright, let's air out. Yeah. Now all that's left to be done is to go get it aligned. Thanks for watching. The usual. Make sure to take care. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Till the next video.